Boys is the newest comedy in 2019 and stars 3 middle school boys who are invited to a kissing party by the cool kids in school, so they try learning how to kiss, and one thing leads to another and all hell breaks loose. I saw this movie about 4 or 5 days ago, and that should tell you how little I cared about watching Good Boys. This was a movie I was not anticipating whatsoever, and as it turns out, I wasted over an hour and a half of my life during this film. Now, Good Boys is not the worst movie of the year, trust me. There are some other movies I watched in 2019 that I will never watch again, and critics and audiences did actually enjoy Good Boys. But for me, this was an awkward viewing from beginning to end, and another film that I will never watch, I don't believe, again in my lifetime. Nothing is clever with this movie. A majority of the humor surrounds these little boys talking about sex, cursing, saying the F word, finding drugs. It's supposed to be really funny, but it's not at all. Having 12-year-old boys say the F word as your main source of humor for a movie made me feel uneasy. This was a cringy viewing. I could not wait to leave the theater. The characters are pretty much all crap. Sure, there are some heartwarming moments here and there with the younger boys, but besides that, the characters are very stupid to the point where it becomes extremely frustrating. I wanted to jump into the movie and scream in these characters' faces. Yes, I understand that 3 of the main characters are 12-year-old boys. They're going to be naive. They're not going to understand everything going on. But they did such a poor job at keeping this film grounded that for most of the runtime, it does not feel realistic at all. I would go as far as saying they did a bad job in portraying how 12-year-old boys would act in real life. Stranger Things, on the other hand, did a much better job at getting this across to the audience. It feels much more realistic and grounded compared to Good Boys. Something that blows my mind when it comes to the Good Boys premise is how this film fails to stay completely original. They do, speaking of Stranger Things, pull from other TV shows and movies we've seen before. There's even a character here, the African-American young boy. His name is Lucas. In Stranger Things, the African-American middle school boy is named Lucas. And there's even a line in here where somebody mentions Stranger Things. What was that all about, writers? I do get what they were aiming for with Good Boys. It's not supposed to be the most realistic film, and a lot of that is put there for humor purposes, but they did a poor job in making me laugh. Yes, there were a few laughs that got me, but this is a comedy. And if you don't make me laugh during a comedy, then you fail altogether. To keep this review a little less negative though, I will say everybody in this movie is good. The 3 boys, they did a great job on the screen. The performances I had no issues with. All of them were very good for the most part. The film, however, that's a different story. This was not a very enjoyable watch. I was so ecstatic when the credits finally came up at the end. I'm giving Good Boys a 45%. Again, some people really enjoyed this movie, like critics and audience members. I, for one, though, did not have the best time. This is not my kind of humor. There's going to be F-bombs dropped in a film like this by 12-year-olds. And some people will find that hilarious. But me, I like it when comedies are a bit more clever. They get you when you're least expecting it. This film, I anticipated to go in a certain direction, and what do you know? They went in that same exact route. So if any of you guys also saw Good Boys last weekend or during this week, be sure to let me know down below in the comment section what your thoughts are of it. If you're new to my channel, click the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I hope you all have a fantastic day.